All right, so obligation versus desire. A lot of people do things out of obligation, and I want to drill into a particular thing that I think creates tension and obligation, a sense of obligation and resentment in couples. And this is going to be, I'm going to talk about the solution, but also problem, but also give you the solution in this one. So, I recommend that you never say "I love you," hoping to hear "I love you" back, hoping for reciprocation. First of all, saying "I love you," it's best if it's, just an authentic expression of how you feel, your feelings for them. Just, I love you. You shouldn't require anything back. And a lot of people, yeah, do you want to be on camera too, huh? Show that. Oh. Yeah. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's another kitty. Oh no. And people feel obligated, and it should be a spontaneous expression of how you feel. There's a couple things. This morning I distinguished for somebody I was working with the difference between a compliment and an acknowledgement. This is a similar thread, really. Compliment is like, "Hey, nice dress," or "Gosh, your hair looks pretty today," or something. It's usually superficial. It's usually meant for to have somebody feel good, but an acknowledgement is it's deeper aspect of themselves. So I could look at the same thing and say, when you wear that kind of clothing, I really love how you obviously feel better about your body. Like you're in more approval for yourself. You feel more feminine in that dress or something. Like there's a deeper level of acknowledgement. Acknowledgement is never to have somebody feel good or to, try to get somewhere. It's just an acknowledgement. And so a lot of people say, "Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say." No, I wasn't actually trying to be nice. Thanks for the compliment. Actually, wasn't actually trying to compliment you. I was just acknowledging my internal experience. And we usually talk about withholds in terms of something negative that we should have expressed that we didn't, and that builds resentment. But really, I think the world would be a lot better off if we said the positive stuff that we're like, "Oh, I can't say that because we're scared or because they'll think blah, blah, blah," all the chatter that goes on in your head. Oh, there's some kinesiology tape on my arm, by the way. It's not a band. There's a lot of people with kinesiology tape, got a little muscular thing going on. So I encourage you to not ever say "I love you" in order to hear it back. Well, what do you do if you really need to hear it? What if your language of love is words? What if you want to feel good and feel acknowledged? First of all, a lot of people are sort of weird about the word love, and I'm cautious. I need to actually feel in love with the person before I say I love you. Or there's somebody I hold in very high regard, deeply care about. And a lot of people, one of my clients, students actually, once said, "Jason, if people knew that you loved everybody, it would probably transform your business." I was like, yeah, but I don't want to. He's like, "But you care, like you think about your students and clients all the time, like, and you really love them and really care about them." I go, "Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to tell them that." So on that part. But in relationship, it makes people feel really uncomfortable if you say it and you're like, "So are you going to say it too?" But what if you need to really, 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 really say it? Hear it. If you really need to hear it, make a request. "Hey, I need to hear you tell me that you love me. Would you be willing to do that?" And first of all, you want to make sure they've already said it at least once, because otherwise you're pressuring them into a dynamic that they haven't bought into yet. And that's always going to get really bad results. Second of all, a request needs to be a request, which means yes and no have to both be fine answers. Otherwise, it wasn't actually a request. It was a demand. And request versus demand is an important distinction for you to take on if you want to have a free-flowing love in your relationship, in your relating. So, how do you instill this as a practice with your lover or partner or And what I simply do is tell the truth. Say, by the way, when I say this, you don't ever have to say, I love you back. I'm going to say, I love you, and you can say thank you, or you can say, yes, I know, if she's feeling particularly sexy and particularly confident, and that's awesome sometimes. Don't say, yeah, I know, because that's just, being horrible to the person. But, thank you. Thank you. And really just wow, this person who I think is amazing enough for me to be in a relationship with loves me. Thank you. Thank you for expressing that. And that's it. You don't have to say anything else. Now, how do you do this? Well, you have this conversation. You say, by the way, when I say I love you, you never have to say I love you back. That's not what I'm looking for. I mean, it would be nice for you to know that you received it. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for saying that. Or, yes, I know. You demonstrate it all the time. Or something like that. You want to make sure you receive it, because otherwise it can be horrible for somebody if you deflect it. So don't ever say I love you looking to obligate other people to say I love you back. And have this conversation. Have a mindful, conscious relationship. And to do that, you have to negotiate these things, and that's how you do that. And by the way, this gives other people freedom. And so then you also know that whenever they say, I love you as well, or, me too, I love you too, it's because they truly want to express it, not because they feel obligated to. And wouldn't you rather have that kind of I love you come back at you?